Man, has it been a crazy week. Lots of comments on my videos, present and past. Uh, got a bunch of you guys commenting on my stuff, and that's great. I love it. Um, there has been several that were comical, some that were supposed to hurt my feelings, but you know what I mean. One in particular, Teresa, I'm sorry if I destroy your last name. Teresa Atacha. Anyway, Teresa, she commented on one of my videos, and I knew exactly what she was doing, and I really got a kick out of it. It was a great comment. For those of you that don't know, it was on my last video on, getting accused of abusing my snakes. But she made this really comical comment, and I was completely enthused by the comment, and I liked it. But my response may have indicated something differently. Guys, let me tell you something. If anybody comments on my videos and I come back with "get bent," I mean that in a comical way. Most of you may know I'm an old geezer. I'm going to be 50 years old this September. So with that said, there is a certain television show that I pretty much watch religiously. It's called That 70s Show. Awesome show, but one of the biggest comebacks in that show is "get bent." And I have kind of taken that and kind of ran with it. And I've been using it for years, but Teresa, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to make you think that I misunderstood your comment. I thought it was hilarious. But thanks for commenting anyway, and I just wanted to clear that up for the most part. Anyway, this video is going to be short and sweet. We have currently in Alabama a piece of legislation that's trying to get approved that is going to ban reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons, all of your bigger constrictors in the state. They're trying really hard for this, and if any of you guys know or see any of us from Alabama posting a petition to sign on Facebook, that petition is for that piece of legislature. I don't understand what they're thinking. Last year we had in Tuscaloosa someone, I don't know, it was an albino Burmese, fairly large Burmese that got out or was placed out. Completely irritating, but one incident like that in Alabama, and legislation wants to try to keep us from keeping these animals. Now, there are certain states that don't allow shipment in, and feel free to comment below if you're one of the states that does not allow large constrictors. But their main concern is for people that buy these snakes, and as most of us have seen in the past, people will get tired of them or they can't get rid of them, so they place them out in the wild. Unfortunately, it's a death sentence for a reticulated python here in North Alabama, even as much as South Alabama, where the temperatures do get below 50 degrees, and they're not going to survive. It's not going to be another case of the Everglades in Florida where the Burmese they've become an invasive species. Now, for those of you that don't know, the whole problem in Florida was from the Hurricane Andrew that came up through Florida in 1992, where a lot of these breeders were breeding Burmese pythons, and this hurricane, which was a Cat 5 hurricane, came up and destroyed these facilities, scattering the Burmese pythons around the Everglades, and there it is actually warm enough to where they were able to adapt, and now they are an invasive species, which you see TV shows that show the hunting of these, and if you find one, you're supposed to kill it, whatever. Very tragic, especially for us that really enjoy that species. I've had Burmese in the past, and I think they're great snakes. Are they an invasive species? Yes, they are in the Everglades. Now, Alabama, where apparently the IQ to be a state representative or someone who's trying to pass these laws is mandatory to be 20 points or below. they feel that they need to ban these snakes for the state and not allow us to keep them. What's that going to do for me? I live in North Alabama, and I have a lot of reticulated pythons. So if that gets passed, I have two options. They will be giving me 90 days to get rid of my snakes, get them out of state. Actually, three options. One, I have 90 days to get them out of state. Two, I can go to jail. Or three, I can move. Now, I have been in business for myself here in North Alabama with my pest control business for 20 years now. So moving is not an option for me. So I'm really crossing my fingers and hoping that this does not get passed. I really don't see it getting passed, but at the same time, I see all this other idiotic display of pure lunacy going on in our country, and I think, there's a good chance they might actually get this passed. So I'm kind of hanging from a thread here. Like I said, if any of you guys see someone on your Facebook status that is putting this petition, please take the time to sign it. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. You know, people don't realize this. Until you reach my age and you start really paying attention, our freedoms are getting stripped from us on a daily basis. So pay attention to what your political people are doing in your state, because this is going to sneak up on a lot of people. And not just with snakes, but, you know, all this other. I'm trying my hardest not to swear, guys. You don't realize how hard it is for me not to swear. Okay, so all wrapped up in a bundle. If you see someone posting a petition for the state of Alabama, please take the time and sign it. I will try to keep you guys updated. And again, Teresa, I'm really sorry if you took that the wrong way. The whole get bent thing, get bent, kind of a comical way of me kind of replying to you. Meant nothing by it. As most of you know, I try to get to all my comments, and if I don't get to them, I apologize, but here lately I have had a flood of comments, including the ever-loving douchebag that tells me I'm overfeeding my snakes. I just had to throw that in there. Is that technically a cuss word? I don't think it is. I think it's a term of endearment for a lot of people anymore. Anyway, hope, like I say, it's a short video. We'll try to get something up and running in the next week or two on a more pliable topic. And I hope you enjoyed the close-up. It's a new thing I'm trying here. Thanks for watching. And like I say, if you see the petition, please sign it. If this gets passed, I have no idea what I'm going to do. They are offering no grandfather clause for someone as myself who has been in the snake business for over 20 years, and they're just cut and dry. There's not going to be any of the bigger snakes allowed. If anybody knows anything different of this piece of legislation trying to get passed, if I am being misinformed, please inform me in the comments below. I am open to any kind of education as far as what this piece of legislation is actually trying to do. But just cut and dry, they're trying to ban all of our larger constrictors from anyone having them in the state of Alabama. As most of you may have heard some of the stereotypes of Alabama and the people therein, you can believe them. I have no faith in our Alabamian society. That's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one. Peace out.